Hey guys, so we are at our final lesson of Unit 3. This is our lesson over professional skills, and we're talking about critical thinking. So you have answered several critical thinking questions so far in these units. But let's really talk about what it is, because it is really important, and it's an important professional skill to have. So critical thinking is the ability to interpret information, so to understand information, draw your own conclusions, analyze the facts, and synthesize information. So, if knowledge is acquiring facts, critical thinking is applying them to situations. So, critical thinking is digging deep, basically. So, their example is so you've learned about different types of soil. That kind of learning is acquiring knowledge. Finding ways to alter the nutrients in the soil would require critical thinking because you have to think beyond. You have to apply that knowledge. So applying that knowledge is critical thinking, solving those hard problems, higher level thinking skills. And the reason that this is important because this is how we solve problems. This is how we come up with new solutions. So it says in agriscience, as in any career, critical thinking is one of the skills that employers value most. They want someone who's going to think for themselves, who doesn't just get told to order and does it. They actually help solve a problem. So it says critical thinking solves problems. There's different types. There's deductive and inductive reasoning. You've probably heard these terms before. Inductive is based on observation and finding patterns. So it's finding those patterns to support broader conclusions. It depends on laws and principles. So it's a type of reasoning that's really with science. So it's got an example. The tomato produced 12 tomatoes in a month. Therefore, if I plant 2 more tomato plants, I will have 36 tomatoes at the end of the month. So it's logic. That's following that pattern of 12 in a month. So I'm just going to times it by 3. So I'm adding 2 more plants and I'll get 36. That's inductive. So deductive is known as top down because it starts with the results and works backwards. So like I have 36 tomatoes. A tomato plant produces 12 tomatoes. Therefore, there were probably 3 plants. Okay, so we have another vocab word. Another type of critical thinking is systems thinking. That considers how parts work together. So think of like a mechanic. They're mostly going to use systems thinking, how things work together and all create a system. It's really important in agriscience because so many aspects of the environment are intertwined, like we've talked about. So, for example, and then another one is family dynamics. An action that seems positive to one family member can be entirely different when viewed about the entire family system. So, critical thinking requires not only having a solid background knowledge in an area, being able to apply that knowledge in new ways. It's not just Googling the answer and putting that, it's drawing your own conclusions from it.